we come to our dear, beloved friend, Filthy Frank. I saw this. I think Zach sent me this, actually.
Yeah, he did.
I was like, oh, my God, this is the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. Someone on the kids' app was taking Filthy Frank's green screen. Like, he made a video where he just did a bunch of goofy shit in front of a green screen. So one of these wise guys took a bunch of clips from that and was putting it in the middle of kids' videos. And one of these moms saw it. And they just got totally hysterical, and they made a video, and they wrote a story, and they sent it all to all the news agencies saying, there's secret messages encouraging my kids to kill themselves.
My God.
And she's like, well, here, let me read this. Warning, this article features disturbing content and mentions of suicide. Video promoting self-harm tips sliced between clips of a popular video game has surfaced at least twice on YouTube. Wow.
At least twice.
1 billion videos. And YouTube Kids since July. Dude, that's like a year. According to a pediatrician and mom who discovered the video, the suicide instructions are sandwiched between clips from the popular Nintendo game Splatoon and delivered by a man speaking in front of what appears to be a green screen. An apparent effort to have him blend in with the rest of the animated video. How nefarious. He says, remember, kids, sideways for attention, long ways for results. The man says, mimicking cutting motions on his forearm. End it. Sounds so sinister when you read it. This man featured is Filthy Frank, who has over 6.2 million subscribers and calls himself the embodiment of everything a person should not be. Although there's no evidence that Frank, whose real name is George Miller, was involved in creating the doctored video. He did not immediately respond to CBS News for a request for comment. Are you stupid? Obviously, he wasn't. Like, in their mind, they're like, he made the video. And it's a conspiracy to make my kids kill themselves. Like, dude.
He did not immediately respond.
Yeah.
He didn't respond at all. What does that mean?
I love that. George Miller, we have a media request. Are you splicing yourself in the middle of kids' videos to encourage them to kill themselves? Answer immediately.
Hey, mouse.
Oh, nice. When Free Hess found the video on YouTube last week, she posted it on her blog. Here, this is the video of her getting all...
Does mom has a
blog?
blog?
I have the video. Let's watch. Let's enjoy. This reminds me of the mom who found the North North song.
Yeah.
Here.
And here is yet another video with a suicide clip spliced in at 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
Remember, kids, sideways for attention, long ways for results. End it.
Yeah, he's really trying to get your kid to kill himself, lady. You know.
Oh my God.
Now the guy who edited this is a fucking
such a
moron.
Because they put it on YouTube
funny.
Kids.
Yeah, it's not funny, and it's just really stupid. But my God, you have to be equally dumb to watch that and be like, "There's a conspiracy to have our kids kill themselves." She continues.
Anyone want to argue that it's not happening?
No, I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue with you. You're freaking Sherlock Holmes. This cartoon on YouTube at 4 minutes 44 seconds shows a man sliced into showing children how to properly slit their wrist. Protect our children. This is not okay. Parents demand action. Here, you lazy idiot. Just don't sit your fucking kids in front of YouTube and act like that's a babysitter. Or don't expect better kids app shouldn't have that stuff. I agree. But it's YouTube at the end of the day still. If you want to be safe, put on a Barney DVD.
You gotta check what your kids are watching.
Man.
Like they're gonna end up in front of Mo and E.T. doing Spider-Man and Elsa.
Exactly.
Humping each other.
Yes. If you want it to be safe, put on a Barney DVD. Otherwise, expect that there's some weird shit on YouTube. I mean, for Christ's sake, lady, take some responsibility. You know, YouTube's doing the best it can. There's a fucking trillion videos.
I'm curious what's gonna happen with our kid when they start.
Yeah. I'll probably... The thing is that I hear is that kids just love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's like when they're in front of a screen they're just hypnotized. Like you can't even talk to them. They don't hear you. It's crazy. I've seen my nephew. It's insane.
As a parent, I can imagine there's so many times when you're like, I just need this kid to be distracted, and I need this.
I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like scary. They're just hypnotized, and you can talk to them. They don't even respond.
Interesting. So I'm sure that our kid will enjoy YouTube, but I don't expect YouTube to be a perfect place. It's like these people that love it and depend on it are also the ones trying to kill it. They're like, oh yeah, my kid watches YouTube 10 hours a day, but I saw one thing that's inappropriate, so I'm going to message all their sponsors.
Now, was this incident on the YouTube Kids app, or was
this one was?
This one, yeah.
This one was on the Kids app.
I mean, I feel like there's a little bit more leeway to be upset about that because I mean,
I agree.
YouTube's overtly saying, "Hey, this is safe for kids," you know.
I agree, but Dan, how do you detect that?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, it's difficult, but
we've
if
seen
they're gonna
the Spider-Man and
advertise
Elsa
this,
videos.
you can hold them accountable a little bit on that one.
I'm not denying that. This one is obviously worse, but still.
Right.
As the parent.
Well, first of all, the guy who, that's why I say the guy who edited that in is a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
And he should have his account deleted.
And the mom, too. I mean, she doesn't know. I mean, we're all super familiar with Filthy Frank videos. We know what it is. But to her, like, if you had zero context, that would be creepy as fuck to see that show up on your kid's video, you know?
I think it's a little hysterical to think that there's a conspiracy to have our kids commit suicide.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit of a overreaction.
It's just, you gotta understand, if you're gonna put your kids in front of it and you come across one weird video, then you're
out
like,
of the millions.
Oh, little kid, don't watch this one. Let me put on something else for you. It's like, it's just, you gotta be that curator.
You don't, you don't have the control. You're trusting YouTube to curate content made by thousands of different people, thousands of different videos, shit that you don't know what's in it, you don't know what's going to pop up. YouTube says, yeah, we do our best to make sure it's all appropriate for kids, but again, this is a platform that's run by algorithms. They don't watch these videos. It's literally impossible. There's millions of them. So you are trusting YouTube to entertain your kid, which is fine, but you have to understand the machine. Okay, it's not putting them in front of a Barney DVD in a controlled environment where you know exactly what they're saying. It's fucking. There's millions of YouTube videos and millions of different people. This guy just has a shitty sense of humor, I would imagine, and he should have his account removed. You know, and I'm not saying that I don't get it, but again, I think the parents need to accept that. Look, this is not a perfectly controlled environment. They try their best. But regardless, I thought it was just so funny that, like, of all people to see in hot water. Because George was always very upfront about what his content is. I mean, he's not trying to pretend to be anything he's not.
George has felt that apocalypse before anyone even knew what it was, because he was always demonetized.
That's right. Yeah, before anyone was, he was the original.
He never made money from his videos.
One time he showed me his analytics, how much he earned on a ton of views, and I was like, it took my breath away. I felt so bad for the guy. Because on the same amount of views, totally. On the same amount of views, we were making like 5 times more. And we weren't even making, like, our CPMs were way worse than some of my other friends. So when I saw that, I was just like, it hurt so bad for him. So so in short, Filthy Frank is running a conspiracy to have our kids commit suicide.
Hey, mouse.
By the way, are parents assuming that kids just watch that and they're like, oh, I'm going to kill myself?
I was thinking about that. Does a 5-year-old even understand what he's talking about?
Of course not.
No.
Yeah.
That's why, as the parent, you saw this. Okay, close it and don't play this video again.
They're like, oh, man. They're like, oh, shit. Now this razor that I found, I'm going to know how to use it. I'm going to kill myself now. It's ridiculous. Come on. We all just need to chill out. It's fucking ridiculous. Dude who made the video needs to chill. Mom who made the video needs to chill. YouTube...
The people who wrote the article needs to chill.
Everyone needs to chill the fuck.
CBS News.
Ela, you need to chill. No, I need to chill, that's for sure.
Theodore, you need to chill.
Theodore needs to chill. He's been kicking your ass. Theodore's been kicking a lot in Ela's tummy.
Every morning when I wake up, he's moving a lot. I don't know if that's normal.
I think probably, or maybe he's just a super athlete.
He's got the genetics.
Like
Yeah,
his
he
dad.
does. Yeah, like his dad. 3 months away from having that baby, by the way.
Oh my god.
3 months before that kid's gonna be another one on the YouTube Kids app. You know, 3 months, man. Wee. Crazy shit. So there you have it, folks. I hope that was informative. There you have it. So make sure to let all the advertisers in the world know that YouTube is not a safe place for them.
Do you think it's sustainable that we'll be able to continue being anonymous on the internet over the long term, like 50 years from now? Is that going to stick around, that element of it? Because it feels like so many of these problems, you know, are related to that, like these commenters or the people posting these videos.
Well, how do you even, you know?
I don't know how you would
do you
address it.
even
I'm just curious what you
remove that?
think. Like,
I honestly have no idea. I have no idea. I really
I
don't
feel
know.
like these problems are not as big as they seem. It's over exaggerated.
Yeah.
so I mean, there are plenty of other places in this planet that it's much more difficult, if not impossible, to be anonymous on the internet. You know what I mean? That
Even on YouTube?
I believe so. I'm not super knowledgeable about this, so.
But
I
again,
apologize if
they're
I'm wrong,
leaving
but-
comments. That's not a crime.
Yeah, but say like in South Korea, for example, I believe in South Korea to get an internet connection, it's like registered to your equivalent of your social security card,
Wow.
essentially.
Very interesting.
And so, you know, your real ID kind of follows you around the internet. So if you say or do something, you know, it's pretty easy to track it back to you. I'm sure there's a way to circumvent it, as there is for anything.
Right.
But, you know, it's not like here where you just create an account, and if you're using a VPN, I mean, you're, you know, 98% of the time covered. Like nothing's going to happen to you.
I think that's a very I need to think about that. I have no idea.
I really think it's just that with social media and everyone having like immediately the platform to create a crazy story just by tweeting it out or making a video. It's just that it can really over exaggerate stuff, and I think people are gonna learn to put it in perspective and
Be more wary
learn
about
to
it.
trust your intuition when something is a problem and when something is not. I don't know. It's like what we had to learn how to deal with criticism and like all the negative comments, and you understand that it's really a loud minority. It really is. It's not representing of the majority. So,
well,
it's something like, I don't know. It's just that, I mean, this is just one person, and she's able to tweet it out, and now there's an article about it on the news.
Right.
I don't know anything about her.
Well, and this guy who started this whole thing with 200,000 likes on Reddit, he's a super small channel. He had like 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And he's just a dude talking into a webcam. I mean, anybody on earth could make that video. I don't know though, Dan. I don't know. Would that change the behavior of people?
Well, like these guys in the comments in the gymnastic video or whatever. I mean, they obviously feel comfortable just kind of openly being a pedophile on YouTube, which isn't even like an underground website.
Right.
And, you know, like we said, I mean, it's like, what do you do about that? They could be anywhere. They could be anybody. There's, you know, not going to...
I have a feeling that people need to accept that there's just sometimes not things you can do.
Yeah.
We don't need to do something about everything. Some things don't, you know what I'm saying?
It's just that now you see everything. Before you wouldn't. Like, there's just...
The world is by far a much safer, nicer, more comfortable place than ever before.
It's just that a lot more shit is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.